What is good? What is going on? I hope you're doing very well. Jim Alfano here with the Brooke Team at EXP Realty. Going to be looking at an article here from Forbes talking about the housing market predictions for 2024. When will home prices be affordable again? I don't know. That's a tough question. I've highlighted a couple key points. I'm going to share some opinions, and ping me if you would like a link to the article. I will email it to you. So, since hitting a 2023 high in late October, the average 30-year fixed rate has receded by over 0.5%. That is good news. The average 30-year fixed rate slid 19 basis points to 7.03% in the week ending of December 7th, the sixth consecutive week of decreases. So this is great news. Hey, so my team had a meeting with one of our partnered lenders, James Allen from Movement Mortgage, and he was explaining that the anticipation, and obviously no one knows anything for certain, but the anticipation is that the interest rates may tick up a little bit in the first quarter, but ultimately all the predictions are saying that the interest rates are going to go down. So, a lot of people's inclinations would be to wait for the interest rate to come down. But here's another strategy, right? So get into a home that you can afford right now at the current interest rate at an affordable monthly budget for you. Okay. Now you're getting the home at this amount of money. It is expected in the state of Connecticut for real estate to appreciate year over year. So hopefully the interest rates do in fact fall down as the appreciation goes up. And if that happens, you could refinance, or you could bank on your equity and sell and get into something else. But the gist of the matter is you would be getting into a property at an affordable rate, and you would have room in the future to make your property that is already affordable even more affordable. It's an interesting strategy because if you wait, and we can do the math together, but if you wait and you look at the rate of appreciation of real estate, even though you may be getting a lower rate because the house is going to be costing so much more, we're looking at maybe 6% year over year. That's a big deal. You're going to be financing a lot more, and it may negate the benefits of that interest rate. Talk to me about that. All right. And a perfect storm of still high mortgage rates and home prices, historically low housing stock, puts home ownership out of reach for many. That's true. I'm going to work with you guys, do the best as I can to help you find and navigate the right home. 2023 was a demoralizing year for many. Yeah, many buyers, people that want to upsize, downsize, sell, move to another state. It was absolutely demoralizing. And for all the people affected in the industries that support the real estate market, 100%. The economists are also optimistic that the Federal Reserve is done with its 20-month-long rate hiking campaign. Okay, James Allen said it may tick up a little bit. Either way, the long story short is that ultimately it is going to hopefully start to tick down, especially being an election year next year. Right? Mortgage rates returning to a more normal upper 4% to low 5% range would also help the housing market over time return to 2014, 2019 levels. Geez, we start getting into the fives, the mid fives, we're going to see such fierce activity and competition. It's going to be interesting. Eye-popping mortgage rates in the last few years have led to plummeting mortgage applications. The MBA, I'm going to define that for you, Mortgage Bankers Association, expects a mild recession for the first half of 2024. It predicts total mortgage origination volume will increase from an anticipated 1.64 trillion in 2023 to 1.95 trillion next year, amid rates drifting down to near 6% by the end of 2024. With many homeowners locked in at low interest rates or unwilling to sell due to high home prices, demand continues to outpace housing supply and likely will for a while. So, yeah, I don't expect to see a meaningful increase in the supply of existing homes for sale until mortgage rates are back down in the low 5 range. So probably not in 2024. It's an interesting statement. Nonetheless, new single-family building permits still managed to tick up slightly in October. Housing affordability continues to be a major headwind, and many potential buyers are likely caught in the tug-of-war between holding out and waiting for better pricing and mortgage rate conditions, or rushing to be potentially worse conditions. Fannie Mae Home Purchase Sentiment Index reported a survey record 85% of consumers saying they need to put home buying plans on hold. That's astonishing. It's a big deal. And I understand why people are doing that and waiting. I also understand, excuse me. I also understand that I'm going to have some more editing to do. I also understand, excuse me. I also understand that many people waiting allows the people that are willing to purchase right now to purchase with a little less competition and get that home for a lower price point. So the typical monthly mortgage payment is an all-time high of $2,866. That's over $2,395 a year earlier. And again, it goes back to the housing affordability issue. It's no joke. It's a real thing. But rents are high too. It's not like you can escape housing affordability by renting. It's a deal for everyone. And I'm just going to go last couple of points here. So I appreciate some of these tips for buyers in the housing market, getting your ducks in a row so that you can act fast. Yeah, I say that all the time, 100%. Know how much your monthly payment will be. So I say that 100% all the time. Just because you're approved for X amount of dollars doesn't mean that you should spend X amount of dollars. You want to use something like mortgagecalculator.org. Really look at your numbers, know your numbers, and know what you could afford, and then make that your budget, not what you're approved for necessarily. And then housing sellers, work with a real estate agent, get the pricing right. Single most important thing. Encouraged by competition and sell faster as a result. Get your home in shape to sell sooner rather than later. We could talk about that, the staging, the cleanliness, the depersonalization. Set up your home's online curb appeal and a 3D virtual home tour. I always do that, and I always do an actual video tour of the property too. I'd love to show it to you. Ping me, I'll send you some links for it. More page views and more page saves. Let's go, let's buy, let's sell. Let me help you navigate. I don't think this is a bad time, and I think time's going to get better in some regards. But if you could take an opportunity of the market conditions right now to leverage the best thing for you and your family economically, why not do it? All right, take care. Bye.